Welcome to another webisode of your two favorite crazy people who like to cook Galui's Mood Food. I wanted to show you first off, we went to the garden today, had a great time. We picked some beautiful cucumbers and peppers and that. Of course,
there's tomatoes in there.
There's tomatoes in here. It wasn't our garden, so don't tell anybody, 'cause they're gonna get really pissed, you know. We got some good homegrown stuff here. But anyway, today we're going to be making you some oxtail and barley soup. And for everybody that's never seen an oxtail, this is what an oxtail is. And it's exactly what it is. It's the tail of the ox. So what we're going to start with, I'm going to season these up first with some salt and pepper. And what we're going to do is we're going to fry them, get them nice and brown. We're going to put them in a roaster. We're going to put some grated herbs. We got some, about a cup of chopped and sliced carrots. We got some chopped onions, some beef stock. Got to have our beer. And we got a lot of other great herbs, so I'm going to show you what they are. But right now I'm just going to season these little puppies up here.
I know oxtail doesn't sound great to a lot of people, but...
See little oxtails? There's your little oxtail.
That's your little oxtails? Where are they at? Let me see them again.
There's a little oxtail.
Oh, jeez.
There's a little oxtail there. But you can get these at most grocery stores have them. They have different sizes, different packages of them.
They used to be really cheap when we were...
Everything used to be really cheap. Now the only thing cheap is me. I'm cheap.
Raiding gardens.
Hey, you have to raid a garden. How many people didn't raid a garden when you was a kid? I'm just a big kid, that's all. Okay. Anyway, I got some grapeseed oil in here because I don't really want a flavor. I want just the meat flavor. So I'm going to put these up and
Oh, listen to sizzle.
it's speaking to me.
Well,
Put my little oxtails in here.
It sounds sexy.
It's speaking to me. Tell me my fortune. I already know my fortune. I have no fortune. So I got these seasoning. I got some stolen, garden vegetables over here. They're not going in the barley soup.
You stole them from our own garden.
No, actually, we did grow these.
We did grow these.
These come out of our little hanger plant things here because where we live, we don't have dirt. We have rock and clay. So you have to make your own garden. If it's not a hanging garden,
Above ground.
that's it. It's the hanging gardens of Tennessee.
So you couldn't bury somebody if you wanted to.
You couldn't bury nobody if you wanted to unless you wanted to, get a jackhammer, try to get through all the rock and everything. But anyways, I got these going.
Gonna brown them good?
Gonna brown these good. This is oxtail barley soup. You're gonna love this. It's a great meal. It's hearty. I mean, this is hearty. You're gonna love it. Gonna let these cook. We'll be right back to watching Galui's Mood Food, oxtail barley soup.
Raiding the garden.
Raid the garden. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Hi! We're back. Okay. We got our...
Let me zoom in.
Oh, wait. I got to get one of our
Hot pad.
Our hot pads. Hot pads. In a hot pad.
In a hot pad?
We've been watching the show Dexter. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's great. A serial killer with a code. I mean, come on, that's just genius. I mean, personally, I couldn't be a serial killer because I love cereal. I mean, Captain Crunch just makes me moist. Anyway. There we go. So we've got. Let me get this out of the way here.
You can kill some oxtail, huh?
Oh yeah, I can cook some oxtail. You want to get that nice brown. If that's my bookie calling,
we are
not home.
We are not available at this time.
If that's the bookie calling, we're not here. Where'd Cam Girl go?
disconnecting the bookie.
I don't want money anyway. That's why we got to steal from other people's gardens, because you know.
You know it was yours there, French fry.
I'm French fry. But you can see, you get a nice brown.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Look at that.
Open it up. There you go. All sides brown.
All sides are brown. Brown all the sides. But first, before we put these, we got a cup of chopped carrots.
Oh, beautiful.
We're going to put them in the bottom.
Woo! Woo!
We've got a cup of chopped onions. We're going to put those in the bottom too.
Oh,
and we do that just because we
has
want
a
to.
nice bed to rest
It
on.
has a bed to rest on. Everybody needs bed to rest on. Okay. Now we're going to put our oxtails in here.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. I know you're salivating already. I can hear you call my name. I can hear you call my name. Don't love me like you do. Don't love me like you do.
I love you like a dude.
Don't love me like you do. We're going to put our oxtails in here.
All in all, them good drippings.
Oh, you got to put the drippings in.
Where's your beer?
We're going to put that in. Oh, you know that's coming.
Well, you gotta rinse that out with the beer.
Oh,
right?
yes. You got to put
Gotta
that. That's
get,
just.
gotta get everything in there.
That's just, I mean. So now we're going to put some parsley. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Say a nice
Palmful.
little palmful. Crush it up a little bit. Spread that over top. Everything.
And we raid that from gardens too.
Oh yeah.
Our own, but yeah.
And we've got a fancy peppercorn medley grinder here. Another reason why we have to go to the other people's and raid their garden. So
Because we have to pay for our peppercorn grinder.
pay for your peppercorn over here. Don't love me like you do. So you're gonna put a nice amount of peppercorns in here. This has all three. I think it's black peppercorns, red, and white peppercorns.
Pink.
Pink.
Red, pink.
Did I tell you watching Dexter? Oh, never mind. Okay, I went through that one. Never mind. I love that show. It's great.
Keep
But
you
you
up
got
all
that.
night watching it because you can't go and
can't
do
go
just
sleep.
one episode, you know.
We got some onion powder. Put a nice amount of
Oh,
onion
yeah, you
powder
gotta
on
be
there.
liberal with that there,
Gotta
right
be
there.
liberal with the onion powder because that gives it a nice flavor.
Even though you got onion in there,
Even though you got the onions,
still need it.
we've got celery flakes. Get yourself some celery flakes, and I'll tell you an easy way. If you ever get a stalk of celery, you don't use the leaves. What you do is you chop it up, put it in a pan or something you can put it in for a while. Put it on the table, let it dry out. Even the little pieces, chop it up.
That's what you get.
And you don't have to go to the store and pay $3, $4 for this stuff. It just comes right along with it. You've got some beautiful.
See, that's our own too. From
That's
somebody else's garden, right?
from somebody else's garden. We got that from the store. I don't think they know it, but we got it from the store. Anyway.
No, we refilled that.
Oh, okay.
That's ours.
We've got some sage here.
Well, that.
You don't want a lot of sage. I'll tell you that. We're just going to use a little bit of sage. I think
About a fourth of a.
maybe even that. I'm just going to put a little bit of sage in here.
Oh, a pinch.
A pinch.
A pinch.
A pinch of sage. We've got thyme. Again,
Time.
it's going in my dish. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Crush that on. These are all homegrown herbs. That's why we have them in jars.
We
If you
grow
wanna buy-
our homegrown.
We grow our own herbs. Don't look at me like that. I'm talking about real herbs here. But
Yeah, other
sprinkle a
people
little bit
are talking real herbs too.
on here. We'll put that in. Okay, and then again, a little bit more salt for flavor.
Coarse, kosher,
This is actually fine sea salt.
sea salt.
Sea salt,
Okay, there
which
you
I
go.
think they might have gotten out of the lake next door. I don't know.
We haven't been there yet to raid that.
No, we haven't been there. Of course, some beer. Salute. Some for the cook. some for my homies. Put a little bit right in there, about a half, at least a good half.
Gotta
bottle.
save himself a drink. Yeah. He
We'll
has,
put that
he has
aside.
the first drink and the last drink.
You can use it all in there if you want, but personally I don't. Okay. And we've got some beef stock. It's a box. It is a 32-ounce box. Ooh. No, we don't want to play that game, so we're going to cut this here.
That's why I give you the smallest, dullest knife in the house.
Smallest doll. I don't know why. Ever since I've been watching Dexter, she gives me the smallest knife that you couldn't cut.
Tonight,
with
after
anything.
tonight, it's next is a butter knife. That's all you're gonna get.
Little trick: you get one of these. You don't want it to splatter all over you. Stick a hole in it.
That's why we don't give knives.
And you just pour that all
Next
over.
episode will be a butter knife.
Next episode.
And then a plastic one.
And I'll be chewing on the box to get it open. Oh yeah. Oh, now I gotta use my beer. Oh Lord, I forgot. You got to put the beer in here.
Oh, we'll have to open you another one.
I have to open another one.
On the commercial break.
On the commercial break. Let me get my nice twist here.
You need
Well, I don't even want to use a whisk. I'm just going to use one of these fancy
Yeah, you're dangerous.
flip-a-doodle-doos here.
You're dangerous with the whisk too.
I'm dangerous with anything here.
Yeah, tongs I got to take away from you.
I don't know why she makes me sleep in the shed. So get all those good, beautiful drippings and everything.
Look at you. That's why I make you sleep in the shed.
Get all that beautiful stuff in there. Now I think that's a new
video
website
game
or something. Probably, I don't know. Should have invested money in it. I got the oven preheated at 300. We got all our vegetables, our seasonings, our beer, our stock.
Look at that. Let me zoom in there.
Zoom in there. I can't tilt it over.
No, don't have to.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch.
Don't love me like you do.
Look at that. Don't love me like you do. Look at that. That's gorgeous.
I hear you call my name. Cook me something. Don't love me like you do. We're going to put a lid on this.
I leave him out of the shed because he cooks absolutely fabulous.
We're going to put this in the oven for probably about,
You don't know.
I'd say maybe about 2-3 hours. What you want to do is you want that meat to be falling off of the oxtail. In the middle of the oxtail is the gristle. You don't want to use that. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to take that and throw that away. We're just going to use the meat. You don't want to use the gristle.
But we will keep the carrots and we will keep the onion and the broth.
And the broth. So we're going to put this in the oven. We're going to get this cooking. You're watching Galui's Mood Food, as crazy as we are, and we're having a
Start it a day before if you need to.
Yeah, definitely. The more you cook this, the better it gets.
It's kind of a weekend.
Yeah, this is something you want to cook a day ahead of time. Because barley we're going to use the instant barley, which is just as good. It takes less time to cook, about 10-15 minutes for the barley itself, but the meat is what is going to give you the flavor and everything. So we got this. Going to pop this in the oven. When it's done, we'll be back. It may seem like a short time to you, but it's going to be probably 3-4 weeks, maybe a year for us. I don't know.
If I make it that long.
If we make it that long. Galui's Mood Food, Oxtail Barley Soup. You're going to love it. It's hearty. It's very filling, and the more you make, the better you're going to love it. So
I might be in the shed from now on, so if you hear another voice, an announcer, help him raid the garden.
somebody's got to help me raid the garden. Somebody's got to hold the flashlight and kick the camera. Don't kick the camera, man.
Hey, you're still in check. You're still beautiful.
Don't love me like you do.
You're pretty man.
We'll see you soon. Stick around. Galui's Mood Food.
Oxtail Barley
Soup. Hey everyone, we're back Our oxtails have been cooking in the oven at 300. What we did was we cooked it for about 3 hours or so. Now this depends on your oven, but I checked it, and you want to check it again. After it was cooking for about 3 hours, we added another bottle of beer and another cup of stock, because the stock cooks down and the meat just gets real tender. So we got that. I took the meat out ahead of time. You want to take the meat out because you're going to have to take this off by hand, and unless you want burnt fingers, which nobody wants burnt fingers. You know what?
I don't want no burnt fingers.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we've got our stock. It's hot. Just pulled this out of the oven, but I took the meat out ahead of time. You see what these beautiful oxtails are? And all you want to do is you want to start taking this meat off. And look at it just falls apart.
Your indication is when it falls apart.
That's it. The indication when the meat is done, it falls apart. And I'm going to start taking this off. And and you don't want to see me doing this all night here, but you want to get all this beautiful meat off. If there's any fat, you don't really want the fat. You just want the meat. And there will be some fat here. Just get rid of that. So you're watching Galui's Mood Food. This is oxtail barley soup. I'm going to finish taking all this beautiful meat off, putting it inside our stock here. We'll be right back, and then we're going to put the barley in. And this is off the hook with the beer and the beef stock, with all the herbs, the carrots, the onions. This is a great hearty, and I mean hearty meal, because that barley sticks to your bones.
Good for you.
Good for you. Makes you happy.
Make you happy all over.
So you stick around. I'm going to finish this. We'll be right back. This is Galui's Mood Food.
Keep on plucking it.
I'm plucking. Okay, we're back.
I got Spanish.
I'm Spanish rice. Okay. Watch Dexter. It's a great show. Okay, we cleaned all our...
You plugging them, we need paid.
We need pay. That's right, he isn't paying us. Don't watch him. Piss on him. We took all the meat off of our oxtails. You get a nice amount of that. This is still hot, and what we're using is a quick barley. This takes about 10 to 15 minutes to cook. If you want to use a raw barley,
At a boil.
but we're putting it in the oven. But if you want to use a raw barley or an unprocessed barley, or a barley you find on the streets, I don't remember what they call it.
Or Uncle Barley.
Uncle Barley. I remember Uncle Barley. Great man. Good people. Anyway, we got about 2 1/4 cups. There's probably, I'd say, at least 6 to 8 cups of stock in this
And beer.
small roaster, and beer.
Herbs.
You got to add the beer, and we tell you every time, and I'll tell you again, don't worry about feeling that your children are going to get any side effects of the beer. The alcohol in the beer cooks off. All you're getting is the flavor.
So they give them a bottle of beer, basically. With
Yeah, you can give them a bottle of beer later and put them to sleep, and you've got the night to yourself. But all of the alcohol cooks off. You just get the flavor of the beer, and that's what you want in this. But anyway, we got 2 1/4 cups of instant barley, and that's what we're using, because another reason is because it takes longer for the meat to cook and get this stock, and that's what you want. You want this beautiful stock. So right now I'm going to add the barley. Oh, look at that.
Beautiful.
I'm going to stir this up, little darling.
Stir it up.
Now, for some reason...
Sometimes we outgrow ourselves a little bit.
Yeah.
Dishes.
We just about barely made it on this small roaster. And if you need to, if you're making more, put it in a... Oh, that's hot.
Put it in a hot.
Put it in a bigger
Put it in a
roaster or an oven-proof pan if you have one with a lid, whatever. We got this in here. We're going to pop this back in the oven so it stays nice and hot. Cooks this barley up, and as soon as it's done, we're going to be bringing it back here and time flies on camera, though this takes a while. So we'll be right back. You're watching Galui's Mood Food. Forza! You're watching Galui's Mood Food. This is Oxtail Barley Soup, homemade.
Hold the appetizers.
Hold the appetizers, Frank. We'll be right back. You're watching Galui's Mood Food.
Into the oven we go. There we go. Oh, he did it, folks. I needed to catch that on film.
See that little hip?
Let me see the hip action.
What's your little hip action?
Oh, wait.
Boom! Wait, boom! There we go.
You need to borrow my big butt for the hip action.
We'll be back, folks. Hey, everyone. We're back. Our final, the food is finally done. This is our oxtail and barley soup. You can see it right here. A lot of beautiful oxtail, barley, and all the great the carrots, the onions, all the herbs. We cooked this, the barley cooked about maybe 15 to 20, 25 minutes, depending on your oven. Make sure the barley's done. We used a quick instant barley. Doesn't take as long, just as good. You're gonna love this. This is a stick to your ribs kind of meal. We appreciate you so much. Again, visit our YouTube channel. Visit our Facebook. We're on Pinterest. We're on LinkedIn. We're everywhere.
We're everywhere.
We don't even know where we're at half the time.
No.
But this is Galui's Oxtail and Barley Soup. We appreciate you so much for watching us. We'll catch you again real soon. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your food.
I'm looking forward to a time when I can